everybody, and welcome back to the Willy St. Willy channel once again. And yes, you read that title correctly. I'm finally talking about it. Despite your constant nagging, you know who you are. I'm finally doing it. Today we're here to talk about another infectionau universe, but this is a very special one, as it's about Super Smash Bros. Now, if you're one of my fellow Willykins and a veteran of the channel, then you know we've talked about multiple different infectionau universes on this channel, and basically the premise is always the same. It's basically you'll take a pre-existing universe or setting, and you basically throw in zombies essentially in there, whether it be a biological or supernatural outbreak. You're basically going to have zombie versions of your favorite characters in whatever universe it is. But to be specific, we're here to talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World in Dark by Nachtluft 96. And if you're familiar with any of the lore in Smash Bros., as the title suggests, World in Dark takes place at the same time as World of Light, except basically it takes place right before World of Light starts. So basically right before all the characters get vaporized in the opening of the story mode of Smash Bros. Ultimate, the characters are going to have to deal with a zombie outbreak instead of getting vaporized, which I mean, based, I guess? I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't played Smash Bros. In a while, but I do know a good bit of the lore in the universe. I'm a Donkey Kong main myself, you know, DK. Donkey Kong. However, I probably don't know everything, but I'm going to try my best to not gloss over details that might be important. I'm going to try my best. So if I happen to miss something and you catch it and put it in the comments, well, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. If I mess up, just imagine Master Hand looming over me and plucking me out of existence and throwing me off screen, I explode, if that'll make you feel any better. But guys, content warning as always before I start these things. There's going to be a lot of depictions of your favorite video game characters depicted in not so family friendly or nice ways. So if that is going to disturb you, you should probably go ahead and skedaddle right now. The series is comprised of text on screen and art and video. I'm going to narrate what I can, but some of it I'm just going to let play out for itself just for dramatic effect. So just keep in mind what you're in for. And as always, guys, be sure to support the original creator. I will leave a link in the description below so you can go and follow them and check them out. And also, you know what? Support me. Subscribe, drop a like, all that YouTuber stuff. Go ahead and do that too. Everyone and their mother has talked about this series, so I'm really excited to get into it myself. So without further ado, let's get into World in Dark. The series opens with its main title card before segueing to notes from the perspective of Ness, who is the protagonist of the game Earthbound. Also, keep in mind, guys, the creator of the series, their first language is not English, so you're probably going to notice a lot of typos and grammatical errors throughout it, you know, here and there. But, you know, I'm going to try to correct that where I see it and notice it. So just, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt and, you know, cut them some slack, okay? Day 1. Cappy's with me. Mario tried throwing Cappy to save himself from Kirby, but since it hit me, it didn't have any effect and Mario got killed. I'm also with the Villager, Marth, and Sheik right now. I'll write their status in the next pages. The series showcases a lot of status pages that are reminiscent of the actual status numbers in the Smash Bros. Games, and also kind of reminds me of the status pages in Trolls Infection. Just want to point that out. Ness with Cappy. Not infected. Cappy possessed my cap after the incident. We'll try looking for Master or Crazy Hand. Maybe then we'll be able to help with this chaos. Sheik/Zelda. Not infected. When she heard the chaos, she helped us fight Kirby, procuring to take her distance from the infected. She's been completely silent since then. She seems a little bit stressed. Villager from Animal Crossing. Not infected. He was wandering around the Coliseum when the incident happened. He was the one who amputated Marth's hand. We take shelter in his universe for now. Homeboy looks a little too happy with his actions, but okay. Marth from Fire Emblem is not infected. At least, anymore. He was most injured after the encounter since he was the only hand-to-hand fighter there. One of Kirby's tentacles stung him in the hand, so Villager amputated it to prevent anything. We then see more notes from Ness. A virus? Mario and I noticed Kirby was acting weird before. He looked weirdly smiley, yet worried. Mario tried reaching out to him, but Kirby wasn't himself anymore. The method of infection is by stinging with tentacles. We know Kirby is very powerful, and when that thing is around, we must be careful. I'll keep this diary updated. This isn't fair. Why is this happening? Whoa, okay. So, clearly with that gloved hand sticking out of Kirby's mouth, that's Mario. That's gotta be Mario. Like, there's no one else that could be. It's Mario. But, like, at least I'm 99% sure that is Mario hanging out of Kirby's mouth. And the fact that, like, Kirby is the first one to get infected. Kirby is already OP enough as it is, like, in the Nintendo universe. Kirby is, like, one of the most OP characters ever. That's like making the Orphan of Kos in Bloodborne the very first boss at the beginning of the game.
Sick reference, though, bro.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Dude, your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
The character's at a huge disadvantage just right from the jump. And they killed off Mario, like, off-screen, right off the rip. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. Anyway, let's continue. Let's go! Day 2. We've decided to find the hands in Kirby so he won't cause any more chaos. We'll try going to his universe to see if anyone there can help. Symptoms. With the help of Cappy, I've managed to compile some information that might help us fight this virus. Or at least detect it for now. I found out Kirby had something weird going on before I noticed his abnormal behavior. This has 3 phases as far as we know. Kirby, first infected. Phase 1. Completely unaffected by the virus yet. Has a small sting presumably made by another's infected tentacle. We still don't know where he got infected. Kirby, infected, phase 2. It starts about a day after the sting. Dull eyes, completely conscious, starts feeling pain from the wound, and smiles involuntarily, looks worried and scared. Here is when we notice Kirby was acting strange. Oh, Kirby, poor little guy. Kirby, phase 3. Empty eyes, blind, and progressively empty body. Violent, but they won't try to hunt. Very hungry. Remnants of their personality with a distorted voice. Formation of tentacles they use to, presumably, spread the virus. Kirby, phase 4? I suspect there might be another phase after the 3rd one, but I have no evidence for now. But I hope to find more if we manage to find Kirby. Inhale. Take a deep breath. Do you like the cold spring breeze? Go deep inside the green forest and look at the stars falling down. Don't worry. There was no one left in there. Nor the village, nor anywhere. The only thing with you is the violent gusts pulling your last taste of safety away. Stop holding on to the ground. His hunger is torturing him, and his appetite is only growing bigger. You really wish this was all a bad dream, don't you? Day 2. We've found Kirby. Dreamland is gone. So I've seen other creators point this out as well, so I'm going to. But the reason that Dreamland is in like a little ball, like a little orb, is because in the Smash Bros. Universe, all of the realms, like the universes the characters are from, are like in little balls, like little orbs. They're kind of basically like portals to their dimensions, I guess, like their universes. It reminds me of Crash Bandicoot Warped. You know, the little portals you would jump in and get sucked in. It reminds me of that. I don't know. Day 7. We managed to escape Dreamland yesterday. We're trying to recover a little bit in Villager's home before we continue to look for the hands. Cappy already looks better, even though I got a little bit hurt, but I mean, it's no big deal. Since Marth was still weak from the blood lost, he didn't come with us. The Villager looks weirdly calm about the situation. I guess he doesn't even really know what's happening. I mean, he comes from a pacifistic universe after all. Sheik is still worried about something. She wanted to go by herself, but we convinced her to stay since it might be better to be in a group. Dreamland got destroyed by Kirby, but he seems to be contained there, at least for now. We couldn't help anyone evacuate to the world of light, since you can only enter it by having an invitation from the hands. We couldn't find neither the King or Meta Knight. All the universe's portals got dispersed around the map. Whatever infected Kirby must also be responsible for that. We'll try finding survivors as well as looking for the hands. We then get another log from an unknown person, at least as of right now. Log date, day number 7. Location, base. 23:03 p.m. My investigation about the infection will finally begin. Rob finally brought me the infected to catch yesterday. I've managed to contain it by tying him up. The infected is still in the second stage of the infection, so still conscious but not violent. Yet, I can't trust he will stay like that. I'll research him to find a cure. I have to make sure she is safe. I'll start by examining the specimen right now. I have enough caffeine in my veins to work all night. I want this weird feeling I have to end and be able to return home. Reporting more advances when I find them. Okay, here's my prediction right now. I haven't seen the rest of the series yet. I think Ness is going to get infected. Possible foreshadowing from the injury? Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We'll see. Chapter 4. Log date, day 8. Location, base. 9:34 a.m. He has 2 stings, and according to the opening of the bite, you can see that it is recent, from the last few hours, I would say. He's already starting phase 2 of the infection, so I'm guessing the more stings, the faster the infection. He told me that he was in the forest unaware of the infection when something strange attacked him. Rob found him unconscious, and without his Pikmins, although in his hallucinations he believed they were still with him. Wait, not the Pikmin? Those little guys? This is gonna get real sad, isn't it? Named Olimar. Stings, head and abdomen. Health 30%. Log date, day 8. Location, base. 12:16 a.m. Olimar is doing fine. The pills have managed to stop the infection, at least temporarily. Although I'm not sure how long the pills will be able to stop it. Olimar seems collaborative. His help may represent a big advancement towards the cure. Log date, day 6. Location, base. 2:03 p.m. I found Rob wandering around the forest, so I took him with me. I explained the whole situation to him, and he was willing to help me with the research for a cure. He is a robot, so he is almost certainly immune to the virus. He will definitely be of great help at investigating the virus. Log date, day 2. Location, Dreamland. 23:03 p.m. I decided to go to Dreamland to see if Kirby had anything to do with this discomfort. When I arrived, I found the beast he had become. Hidden, I overheard Ness and the others say that Mario had died. I still don't know why I'm still alive, but I'm afraid that if I return to the Mushroom Kingdom I might die, since the original Mario doesn't exist anymore. I'll start investigating this. I have to make sure Peach is safe. We have to avenge Mario's death. As you can see, it's finally revealed to us who's been making all of these research logs, and that would be none other than Dr. Mario. So let's see what else he has to say. Log date, day 1. Location, Lumia City, World of Light. 8:31 p.m. I was trying to sleep until I started having these hallucinations. Like flashbacks of something I haven't even experienced since that strange feeling I had this afternoon. I've been feeling weird, and I have this abnormal feeling that something very bad is happening. Dr. Mario, not infected. He's afraid of entering back to his universe since the original Mario is dead. Smash's universe works different than the others. His efforts have been in vain so far. Rob, immune. Rob was injured while defending himself from an infected character before meeting the doctor. After that, he served as Dr. Mario's assistant since he can go outside without the risk of getting infected. Log date, day 8. Location, base, 4:34 p.m. I thought the pills might slow down the infection a little more, but it seems like this thing is stronger. Olimar is entering phase 3. So something I wanted to point out, when it shows Dr. Mario's stats, I saw someone in the comment section of Casey Valentine's video, who also talked about this series, that there's a text that you can see if you brighten the image that says, he doesn't know he is lying. Does that try to imply that Dr. Mario made the virus in his research? I don't know, maybe. I can't really make that out. I kind of just see it as like blurred text, but I'll take their word for it and see if it comes up again later. The next entry seems to be a side story unrelated to the main plot called Anthology, a Game of Watching. Have you ever wondered what those shadows are that you see out of the corner of your eyes? It's easy to confuse them for trees or dark spots, but plants don't whisper. They aren't alive. He isn't alive either. Ring! You know how darkness gives a feeling of solitude? Ring! It is fun how fast leaves and shadows turn into demons at night. Ring. You know you weren't alone, though. He was following you. He was just waiting for you to find him. Let's go. They got my boy Salad Fingers in Smash Brothers. Let's go! Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Mr. Game & Watch. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. He looks like a weird little Slender Man guy, doesn't he? Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Not gonna lie, when I was like scrolling through looking at the story, that kind of jump scared me a little bit. I was like, oh my god. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not that. Poor Mr. Game & Watch, and I'm assuming poor Luigi and Yoshi, because they're cooked, okay? They're done for. Maybe. I don't know. Let's keep going. Chapter 5. Log date, day 8. Location base, 6:38 p.m. Olimar began to mutate, so I made Rob kill him as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, Rob was unable to kill him peacefully, as he had entered an extremely aggressive state. I meant to take a few blood samples, but I didn't find any pathogen or indication of a virus. I assume that this disease has a non-scientific origin. Log date, day 8. Location base, 6:43 p.m. Inside Olimar's body, Rob found his infected Pikmin devouring him from the inside. Because of them, his infection was faster. I sent Rob to kill them too, but he got injured, but he managed to kill them before they reached me, so it doesn't matter. With this, I realized that the infection is not the only strange thing that is happening. Log date, day 8. Location, base, 6:48 p.m. Since all this chaos began, the rules of the game have changed. Since Master and Crazy Hand have disappeared, there have been no more combat. Plus, we are trapped in a kind of permanent stamina mode in which if we die, we have no chance to revive. Blood isn't something we see often here, even with Bayonetta or the Vampire Slayers present. But since the infection, even characters from peaceful universes like Olimar have developed blood. I still don't understand what's happening. Or how. Log date, day 9. Location base, 6:02 a.m. I could barely sleep. I'm still horribly stressed and suffering from these horrible nightmares. I woke up early today to continue analyzing Olimar's body. 2 new people arrived at the base seeking shelter, Mewtwo and the sword fighter me. I put them in confinement. They said that an infected person chased them, so even though I didn't find any marks or any wounds, I won't risk letting them pass. I have to be safe. I don't think anyone else can find a cure, and I don't trust them. Me, sword fighter, not infected. He was looking for a place to hide since he lost the other me when he found the base. He said he lost his sword, so he is unarmed. I still think he is sort of suspicious, and I can't trust him. The Pokemon Mewtwo, non-infected. He told me he was getting chased by an infected Pokemon trainer when he found the me and then the base. He also added that the trainer was not chasing the me, only him. It makes the infection more confusing, but still, I can't trust him. We then see a hidden message saying, "This is your fault. He's gonna catch you all." We then see an infected Pokemon trainer in Charizard before we get another distorted screen reading, "He doesn't know he's lying." Oh, so it did come into play again. Good thing I pointed it out. Before the chapter ends, we see an entry from Ness. Day 9. After crossing the jungle, we found the base with some lights on. We will try to get inside to see if there are any more survivors. Everyone came this time, although Marth is still weak. Now the next entry is unique for 3 reasons. 1 has a long description I'm going to read out to you. Number 2, it's another anthology entry. And number 3, it's a video that I'm going to let play for you. You must have been running for so long, it's exhausting. This game used to be so colorful, wasn't it? That was the idea. Why did you have to make that silly mistake? Why did you have to ruin this fun little world? Are you even aware of what you did? Do you think that idea was worth it? I guess sometimes you just want to drown all your problems, but no amount of water will dissolve what you signed for. They killed my boy Snake. Big Boss. No one hears the words they say. Now, obviously, the description of that entry is trying to allude to whose fault it was for the beginning of this infection. And right now, it's like, I'm not really sure. I'm inclined to believe that it might be Dr. Mario, possibly, or also, I think that giant Cthulhu monster at the end was Inkling, I think. I think that's who it was supposed to be. And also, I like the character selection screen, and it shows the status of all the characters we've seen so far. Like how we have, like, you know, the red X through the characters meaning they're dead, and the purple meaning they're infected. But one thing I know is that Luigi is gray, but not, you know, X'd out. So I'm assuming that man is still alive. The next entry gets us back to the main cast with Chapter 6, with the description reading, Destiny Bond, Day 10, Base. I left the two guests in the lobby, trapped. I locked them both there so they cannot escape. I sent Rob to search for another specimen since I can't do much with just Olimar's corpse. I hope whoever Rob brings me will be more helpful. I'm so tired of this. Pichu, you son of a bitch. Okay, just putting this out there, Mewtwo would wipe the floor with Pichu, okay? Mewtwo is like a god-level Pokemon, okay? It's not happening. Pichu beating Mewtwo, no, get that out of here. But yes, as we can see, Mewtwo is either dead or infected, so I'm sure that's going to come into play later, because they're probably going to have an infected Mewtwo be saucing everyone up. So let's continue. The next entry is another anthology, Outside the Castle Walls. We want everyone to be safe. Please follow the instructions to make sure everyone survives. Will they?
Greetings, inhabitants of the Mushroom Kingdom. Here's your princess to inform you of an imminent crisis nearby. Please remain calm and listen to the following instructions to keep you and your friends safe. There is a dangerous virus affecting certain inhabitants, specifically those who have invitations to Super Smash Bros. As far as we know, anyone who does not have an invitation is immune to the virus, but not to the attack of the infected. We do not know Mario's whereabouts, so we invite everyone to stay in the safety of their homes, and if you are in one of the following areas, please evacuate to a safer zone. You could be in danger. Western regions of the kingdom. Rainbow Curse. Mushroom Kingdom 2. Golden Plains. Grassy Planetoid. Mario Circuit. And New Donk City Hall. As your princess, I really hope everyone is safe during these times of crisis. We've been in worse situations before, so I ask everyone...
Sorry. The wah took me out. I'm sorry. Dude, I'm kind of sad now because, like, I just recently saw the Mario movie, too, because, like, I didn't see it in theaters. I kind of dragged my feet. I was tardy to the party watching it, okay? And now I just saw all my favorite characters, you know, Peach, Luigi, you know, they're all gone. They're dead. Let's continue. Chapter 7, Confuser. He isn't lying. He wouldn't lie either. He doesn't know. But she might have suspected it from the beginning. Okay, this definitely feels like the penultimate, like, zenith of, like, the series, because there were so many elements just combined into one. Like, there was the enhanced art with, like, the enhanced features of the characters. There was the musical number, the action, Rob being destroyed. I mean, I was sad Dr. Mario got killed, and along with the Mii sword fighter. But when I saw, okay, tell me if anyone remembers this, but, like, I used to watch the Angry Video Game Nerd growing up, and seeing Rob get a sword like that just reminded me of, like, the Rob the Robot Angry Video Game Nerd episode. I don't know why. It just, like, flash banged me that in my mind when I saw that. But, and also, where was this power from Mewtwo before he got infected? Like, you're telling me he couldn't be saucing up all the infected people that were coming after them before? Or maybe he did, we just didn't see it? I don't know. And another thing, I noticed a lot of people in the comments have different theories about where the series is going or what certain things mean. But I'm assuming that seeing the dead body of the Pikmin means that the infection is able to control dead bodies. At least that's what I'm assuming. So, yeah. Also noticed someone pointed out in the comments that Mewtwo used his Confuse Ray ability on Mii Sword Fighter, which I guess makes sense that he was just like standing there and acting like he was just a bystander in a musical for that segment before he got like murked. So yeah, pretty cool if I do say so myself. We then continue on with another anthology entry called The Messenger. Why do they have to suffer as much as you do? I know it wasn't your intention. Was it your fault though? You certainly think it is, don't you? This isn't part of your imagination. They are not real, right? But you are. And you can't let yourself be consumed by whatever horror you created. You created them. Okay, so the entry dropped the bombshell on us that robots get infected? What? Then how did Rob not get infected? I don't know. Like, how? Okay. And dude, honestly, seeing Palutena get infected with, like, the phase 4 flashing across her face, that is classic infectionau type vibes right there. Like, with the tears and everything. I'm sorry, Pit. Yeah, that is classic. It's a classic infectionau, man. Yeah, obviously the title of that series makes sense because, you know, Messenger, Pit's an angel. You know, it's kind of cool. But here we are. We've come across the last entry of the Smash Brothers World in Dark infectionau. I know it seems kind of abrupt as this being the last entry. As far as I know, the creator just said that the series is supposed to go on a long hiatus. So we might see more entries from him in the future, but who knows? I guess we'll just go ahead and get into the last entry and wrap things up. Epilogue, Afterthoughts. On that day when our light went away, this world started to end. In your eyes did a fading sunrise in the dark, turning off your voice. Noises grow in the spaces between, stretching you beyond time. Rising up's not an option that you can take on flickering through your heart. These little sparks fight for their lives, everyone suffers the struggle, and then the storms of change. They fan the flames, destroying wishes to the wind. Colors fade into a spiral of shame. A distant voice calls to a past with no end. Tell your tale, the choices have to be made. You're not okay when you cannot be yourself. Colors fade into a spiral of dark. The voices now started coming from far. This monster that you made just cannot be damned. Now you can only ask on, why are you even alive? Nest Notes, Day 10. We're already back at Villager's house. I should go to sleep, but I don't think I can after what we saw. Sheik has been trying to keep me company after what happened, and Marth has been helping Villager calm down. I will update my notes with the data I was able to obtain from the doctor's lab. Phase 1 updated. It won't cause pain in the infected area unless the tentacle went too deep into the flesh. It is usually where the tentacles start to appear. This stage can be skipped if the wounds are too deep. There also seems to be alternate lifelight lyrics hidden in the background of these phase pages. Phase 2 updated. The infection begins to spread from the wound. The veins around it begin to look black, even though the blood of the infected person remains the same reddish tone. Taking into account Dr. Mario's notes, apparently the sanity and fear of the infected play a crucial role in the speed of infection. Phase 3 updated. At this stage, they are already condemned. Dr. Mario said in his notes that he performed an autopsy on Olimar's body while he was in this phase, and we already know how that ended. To our surprise, in this phase, the infected are surprisingly intelligent and agile, despite their deteriorated state. Phase 4 updated. From what I saw today with Olimar, they appear to be able to survive extreme damage, such as the autopsy, and are able to work together like Pichu and Mewtwo. They mutated into a twisted version of themselves, and from what we've seen, everyone has a totally different mutation. Their only common attribute is their violence. Nest Notes, Day 10. Mario, I'm so sorry. I failed you for the second time. Cappy feels awfully devastated. He hasn't spoken since we left the lab. I was so close to dying. I don't even know why I'm still alive. Why didn't you two let me go? Do I deserve to live more than Mario? I'm not feeling okay either. I'll try to get some sleep even though my head still hurts. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, for like half a second, I thought the foot in front of Dr. Mario was my boy DK, but no, apparently it was Banjo-Kazooie, because at the end of the screen it shows Banjo-Kazooie in the roster, so, you know, it was a little... I mean, he's cool too, I guess, you know? And dude, also noticed that, like, Mega Man is not infected, so robots can't get infected. It's confirmed. I guess he was just damaged in the video, and him having the dark eyes was just, like, a red herring, I guess. And there you have it, everybody. That is Smash Bros. Infectionau World in Dark. As it stands today, the creator Nacht is apparently taking a break, so we'll just wait patiently if they decide to continue the series. But there's still many questions left unanswered, like who started the infection, what remains of the rest of the roster of characters, and most importantly, where is my main DK? Where is Donkey Kong? Where is that damn gorilla? Is he safe? I do think it's interesting at the end that me, Sword Fighter, is infected, but Dr. Mario is still alive and he's not infected? But honestly, guys, I could see why so many of you recommended this series to me. I mean, it takes all of the best elements of infectionaus and just internet horror in general and analog horror, and just combines it into one product, and here we are. So Nacht, if you happen to be watching this, take as much time as you need, take a break, whether it be just because you're busy or mental health or whatever, and we will all be patiently waiting to see what you come up with next. And guys, I know people go crazy in the comments with their own theories, but as of right now, guys, this is my personal, like, headcanon theory, and I'm gonna drop a bombshell on you, okay? Because I'm pulling this out of my ass, honestly. I think the infection started with either Dr. Mario or the Master Hand had something to do with this. Like, it might be some big meta thing where it's like, oh, the players are contributing to this, and the Master Hand is actually the one who started the infection, and he's playing a game with all the characters, and I don't know, it might be some meta thing like that. Or I might be way off and I could be wrong and you could all point and laugh at me. I have no idea. I have no evidence to back this up. That's just a cool little theory I had in my head. But thank you guys, as always, for watching. I always have so much fun covering all these series. And honestly, guys, don't stop recommending stuff to me. I always like discovering new things I've never seen before, or just taking recommendations or even criticism. I love it all. I love all your comments. I do have a couple ideas of things I should cover in the future. I'm just not sure whether or not you guys would like it or not. Like, I was looking at things like maybe talking about some Diary of a Wimpy Kid fanfics, or like Night of the Were-Ed or something like that. I heard that was an older popular AU, but I really don't know too much about it. I just knew I loved Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and I heard about that, so it was kind of cool. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Your support means the world. And just in case I don't see you, stay safe and have a good one.